Happiness, a seemingly simple concept, but something that people seek all their lives. There are people who try to achieve a lot, hoping that when they have enough money, fame, love, they will feel complete. But then they realize that happiness is still fragile. Sometimes it exists, sometimes it doesn't. So, what is happiness after all? Perhaps happiness does not lie in external things, but in the way we perceive life. When we know how to appreciate the present, when we do not let ourselves be caught up in meaningless worries or pressures, when we can be calm in the face of all changes in life, that is true happiness. Have you ever achieved something you've always wanted? A better job, more money, a title, only to find that the joy was short-lived? At first, you're excited. You feel like you've reached happiness. But then, after a short while, the emptiness returns, and you chase after something else, hoping that this time it will bring you lasting satisfaction. We grow up in a world that teaches us that happiness comes from external things: a bigger house, a higher salary, a more prestigious position. But if things and fame were really the keys to happiness, then the rich and famous should be happy and content. But what about the reality? Many of them are still lonely, anxious, and empty, because happiness is not something you can buy. It is not in numbers, achievements, or the approval of others. It is in how you feel about life, in your inner peace. You can have very little and still feel fulfilled. You can be famous and still feel valuable. You cannot have everything, but you can still have happiness if you know how to find it from within. True happiness comes from gratitude, from love, from the little moments you cherish every day. It comes from accepting yourself, from connecting with simple but meaningful things: a meal with your family, a heartfelt conversation, a peaceful morning with a hot cup of tea in your hand. So instead of asking, "How can I have more?" ask, "How can I appreciate more what I already have?" Because happiness is not about external things. It's always been inside you, just waiting for you to realize it. We often think of happiness as a destination, somewhere far away that we will reach after achieving this, completing that. We tell ourselves, "When I have more money, I will be happy. When I find true love, I will be happy. When life is more stable, I will be happy." And so on, we keep running, keep searching. But happiness always seems to be far away. But happiness has never been a destination. It is not something ahead for us to chase, but something that can be felt right now. Try thinking about a long journey. If you only focus on the destination, you will miss out on so many beautiful things along the way. Wonderful landscapes, interesting people, memorable moments. Life is the same. If you only think that you will be happy sometime in the future, you will inadvertently waste the joy that is already present around you. The little things, the birds chirping in the morning, a gentle breeze blowing, a warm hug, are the building blocks of happiness. If you don't enjoy them now, then no matter what you achieve in the future, you will still feel like something is missing. Happiness is not a prize for the person who reaches the finish line, but a companion along the way. It is here, in this very moment, just waiting for you to open your heart to receive it. We often look at other people's lives and set standards for ourselves. When we see someone rich, successful, happy, we compare and feel deprived. But the more we chase after things that are out of our reach, the more exhausted and insecure we become. Happiness does not come from having more, but from knowing enough. When we stop expecting too much, stop measuring ourselves by the success of others, we will feel more at ease. Peace of mind does not lie in what we achieve, but in how we appreciate what we have. There are things in life that we can change, but there are also things that, no matter how hard we try, we cannot change. The more we hold onto or control things that are not ours, the more tired and disappointed we become. Letting go does not mean giving up, but learning to accept. Accept that there are things that cannot be forced. There are people that cannot be kept. And there are things that cannot be changed, no matter how much we want to. When we let go of expectations, resentment, or pain that is not worth keeping, our souls will become lighter. Only when our hands no longer hold on to old things can we welcome better things. Life is always moving. Nothing stays the same. Happiness comes and goes. Sadness too. Everything changes. People, situations, emotions, and we cannot hold on to anything forever. But it is because of impermanence that life becomes meaningful. If everything stood still, we would not appreciate the precious moments we have. When we accept that nothing lasts forever, we learn to let go of anxiety and expectations. We stop fearing loss, regretting the past, or worrying about the future. Only when we understand impermanence can we truly appreciate the present and embrace life more gently. Everyone has their own thoughts, opinions, and way of life. The more we try to change someone to our liking, the more disappointed we will be. No one can live up to our expectations, just as we cannot live up to the expectations of others. Instead of expecting others to change, focus on yourself. When we change the way we think, react, and live, everything around us will gradually change. When we become calm, we will be less affected by the words and actions of others. When we live kindly and sincerely, we will naturally attract good things. Peace does not come from controlling others, but from mastering ourselves. The past is gone. The future has not yet arrived. But the human mind is often stuck between those two periods of time. We regret what we have lost. We torment ourselves over mistakes that cannot be changed. We worry about the future. We fear things that have not happened. But the more we immerse ourselves in it, the more we forget the present, the only place we truly have. When we learn to pay attention to what is happening, to appreciate each moment, we truly live. The past is a lesson. The future is an unknown, but the present is a gift. If we do not enjoy it, we will miss out on our own life. The human mind is always busy, constantly caught up in thoughts about the past and the future. When we are anxious, we live in things that have not happened. When we regret, we are stuck in what is past. It is this disconnection from the present that makes us feel insecure and tired. Mindfulness meditation helps us return to this moment, observe our breath, feel our body, and listen to ourselves. When the mind is calm, we see things more clearly, no longer being led by emotions. Peace does not come from avoiding or controlling the outside world, but from the ability to master our own mind. Negative emotions are a natural part of life. Everyone experiences anger, anxiety, sadness, or frustration. But if left unchecked, they can overwhelm our thoughts and actions, making us more likely to react in ways that hurt ourselves and others. Instead of denying or suppressing them, learn to recognize them as they arise. Observe them as an outsider, without judging them, without trying to push them away. When we understand the source of our emotions, we can adjust our thinking, find a gentler way to deal with them, and not let them overwhelm our inner peace. Every person we meet has their own stories, joys and sorrows that we do not know. Everyone has their own wounds and silent worries that they cannot share. A gentle word, a kind act, no matter how small, can bring warmth and soothe invisible wounds. Love is not only for those we know, but also for those we do not fully understand. When we treat others well, we not only spread positivity, but also nurture peace in our souls. Kindness is not an obligation, but a way to make life lighter and more meaningful. Happiness comes not only from big things, but also from the simple moments. A warm meal, a cool breeze, a sincere smile. But sometimes we are too busy or absorbed in pursuing distant things that we forget to appreciate what we have. Gratitude does not change our circumstances, but it changes the way we see life. When we are grateful for even the little things, our hearts become fuller. We compare less, and we expect less. And when gratitude is overflowing, happiness becomes closer than ever. Giving is not only about material things, but also about caring, understanding, and sharing. A timely word of encouragement, a handshake when someone needs it, or simply listening sincerely can bring great joy and comfort. When we give without expecting anything in return, we will feel pure happiness, free from calculation or disappointment. Generosity not only warms the heart of the recipient, but also nourishes our own soul. When we give with a sincere heart, life becomes lighter, more meaningful, and joy comes naturally. Modern life brings many conveniences, but it also makes us easily get caught up in the spiral of possession. We buy more, want more, and then worry about not having enough. But happiness lies not in the amount of material things we own, but in how we appreciate and use them. Minimalism does not mean giving up everything, but learning to keep what is truly meaningful. By reducing the unnecessary, we have more time, energy, and focus on the values that matter most: family, health, spirit. A simple life not only makes us lighter, but also brings freedom and peace from within. Busy lives can easily make us forget what is truly worth cherishing. Work and responsibilities take us away, and sometimes we realize that we have missed out on precious moments with family, friends, and ourselves. We often think that we will have more time later, but time waits for no one. When we know how to prioritize what is important, we live more meaningfully, spending time with loved ones, taking care of our health, listening to ourselves. These are the things that bring lasting happiness. What we focus on and cherish today will become the most beautiful memories of our lives. Not everyone in our lives brings us joy and peace. There are relationships that make us tired, hurt, and even lose ourselves. These can be people who are always negative, judgmental, controlling, or disrespectful. Although it is not easy, learning to let go of these relationships is necessary to protect our balance and happiness. When we are with people who bring us warmth, understanding, and respect, we will feel lighter. Choosing the right companion not only helps us grow, but also makes life more meaningful. Work is important, but it is not everything. If we spend all our time and energy on work and forget about ourselves, our family, and the little joys in life, sooner or later we will feel exhausted and empty. True success lies not only in what we achieve, but also in how we enjoy life. Knowing how to arrange our time properly helps us work effectively while still having enough space to take care of our health, spend time with loved ones, and pursue personal interests. When life is in harmony, we are not only happier but also work with a light mind and full of energy. A healthy body helps us enjoy life to the fullest, while a peaceful mind helps us face every challenge with stability. Physical and mental health are inseparable. If the body is weak, the mind is easily affected, and vice versa. Taking time to exercise, eating healthy, and getting enough rest are ways to nourish the body. At the same time, we need to take care of the mind by maintaining positive thinking, reducing stress, and finding relaxation. When we know how to listen to ourselves and maintain a healthy lifestyle, we not only live longer, but also feel happier and more balanced every day. Small habits create quality of life. A day starting with enough sleep, a healthy meal, and a few minutes of silence can help us be full of energy to face all challenges. It is not big changes, but small actions repeated every day that help us maintain balance and peace. Maintaining positive habits such as reading, meditating, exercising, not only helps us become healthier, but also nourishes our souls. When we know how to take care of ourselves from simple things, we will feel lighter, happier, and appreciate life more every day. Happiness is never far away. It lies not in the things we desire to have, but in how we perceive and live each moment. When we let go of unnecessary burdens, appreciate what we have, and nourish our souls with peace, happiness will appear naturally, gently, simply, yet profoundly.